97 WABC. Cousin Brucie.
Testing. If you can hear my voice, you hear the broadcast, beep your horn 2 times. Thank you. That's enough. Stop it.
With Cousin Brucie.
Welcome. Well, it's always nice to sit in a room and feel good and feel like, you know somebody for a long time and you have trust in them and you admire them and you think they're about the best. Well, I have that with me right now. His name is Neil Sedaka. I know Neil, I guess maybe we were bar mitzvah together. I have no idea, but I know him. It seems like, how many years do we know each other, Neil? My gosh, I can't remember.
Oh, my God, we go to 370 Ocean Parkway, where you were raising your children and I was raising my children. Then we go to Marywold Park upstate. You had a house, I had a house. Ladies and gentlemen, we are attached at the hip.
Neil, that is so true. I love that. We're attached at the hip. You probably can write a song like that. Neil, first of all,
good.
How are you, Neil? How are things going with you?
Much better. Sedaka's back. I was going through a rough time, but I am now painting for the first time. Since kindergarten. I haven't painted. And I am debating a last Neil Sedaka final concert. I don't know where it will be, but so many people are happy, and I'm happy because I did it for 60 years, 300 songs, and it was an incredible ride.
Wow. Well, the ride continues. And Neil, whether you call it the last concert or whatever you call it, it'll always be here because you have left your mark on completely on us forever and ever and ever. What kind of painting? Tell me about your painting. I love that. What kind of painting are you doing?
Well, not abstract, because anybody can do abstract. But I do, one is a circus, one is a guy with a rock on his back because his wife is on top of him, all different themes. And the first thing that comes to my mind, I paint. Musical notes. I love roller coasters. As you know, we used to go on them.
Oh, you used to go on them. My eyes were closed, so I'm not sure I was ever on it with you. You were fearless.
The cyclone first drop. Oh, I didn't stand up though, Bruce. I wouldn't do that.
If I'm not mistaken, your hands were up in the air, Neil, and that took guts.
So the painting, each painting has a little trademark. If you look closely enough, it's a roller coaster. So it's a very easy way to relax, and you're creating something like a song.
Well, it is. I mean, music, math, and art are so related, Neil. And of course, who would know that better than you would? That's
right.
But you did something so beautiful during our pandemic. The nasty years, those 4 nasty years. You got on the air, and I guess it was on the internet, and you serenaded everybody, which, people need people like you, people that they admire and love during a downtime, a dangerous time. You want to tell everybody what you did, because maybe there were a few people that were not aware of what Sedaka did.
Well, I realized we were all stuck in our houses, and I thought of the idea of doing 5 days a week, a mini concert of about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, of all of my songs. I must have gone through 6 or 7 months, and they were all on YouTube, and I got a special award from YouTube for over umpteen million views. So I was very happy that I was able to do that for my folks.
Well, I'll tell you something. I received so many letters, emailed on my Facebook page about what you were doing. In fact, I've tuned into you a couple times too, and it was wonderful. It was informal, and it made you feel very good. You know, Neil, the time when you and I started doing this, and you were inventing doobie-doobie-doos and things like that, and sneaking looks and diaries and everything, things have changed on the radio. Now, you're on the air. You have, you're still doing your show on Sirius XM, I believe.
I think we're going to do another bout with it, yes.
Yeah.
It's very interesting because I analyze the songs and the musicianship, and it's very entertaining.
Well, you are a very communicating guy, and the shows, I think, are terrific, and I love you in my industry. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is that this world of ours has changed and really become very connected with radio today. We're reaching all over the world. There's no such thing as really local radio per se, although there are many great local radio stations. So I got several letters here. I'll read one for you that I think you'll love. Listening in Tokyo, Sunday morning, love Sedaka. Think about that, Neil. Listening in Tokyo. Here's one from Stella. Now, Stella's listening in Edinburgh, Scotland. And she said, yeah, it's weird. Neil, I mean, it thrills me, Neil. It thrills me. And she says, she asked a question. Can you ask Neil, isn't this great from Edinburgh, the part that the UK has played in his career? Can you talk about that for a moment?
Oh, that was the comeback. I went back and I lived in England because I couldn't get a job here. I had 12 years off the chart, and I met a guy by the name of Elton John. You ever hear of him?
I think so. He wears funny glasses, and he's very talented.
That's the one. I met him at a Bee Gees concert backstage. I was very friendly with Morris Gibb. And he said, oh, Neil Sedaka, I bought all your early records. Happy Birthday, Calendar Girl, Little Devil, Breaking Up Is Hard to Do. He said, I heard you're writing some new songs. I said, yes, I am. He said, well, I started a record company, Rocket Records. Can I get an invitation to your flat? That's an apartment. And I said, are you kidding? Of course. And I did not tell my son, Mark, who was 10 years old at the time, and Elton knocked at the door, and I said, Mark, go answer the door. He opens it up. He almost fainted. There was Elton in all his regalia. He almost fainted. And I said, surprise. And Elton and I walked to the piano, and he played Candle in the Wind, and I played a new song that I had written called Laughter in the Rain. Oh. That was the comeback song. He did it. He was EJ the DJ, and he went to the radio station. He got it to number one after 12 years off the chart. Wow.
All it had to do was take some kind of a synchronicity, right, with a guy like Elton John. But, you know, your talent, you've always been there. You've always been there for us. You are an innovator, and I'm just so pleased that we brought up our families together. And there's so much I would love to talk to you. Maybe next time we talk, let's talk about our growing up, you know, at Esther Manor and the fun we had, you know, growing up in the Catskills, which to me is a very part of my life, a very endearing part of my life. Well, listen, we have prepared a medley. We have prepared a medley of Neil Sedaka. Laughter in the Rain, Bad Blood, and of course all the songs that I was involved with you at Palisades Park, and all the shows that we did together, and the great moments that you gave this nation. Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite song of all time? That's not fair to ask you that. That's
hundreds. Well, I guess the Laughter in the Rain was the big comeback song. I had to reinvent Neil Sedaka. I had to raise the bar, and I was able to fit in to the new genre of singer-songwriters.
You can put some change in a stranger's parking meter. Don't pick up your phone inside the movie theater. But there's one thing that'll help you the most. It's giving blood while you relax and read the Morning Post. Good karma
Visit New York Blood Center to get your good karma by the pint.
All
By
right.
Carole King, Joni Mitchell, James Taylor. You know, that was the time of the singer-songwriter.
Okay. Yes, and you were one of the original ones. I mean, you and the Brill Building sound. I did a film the other day, and I believe you were on that film too, about the Brill Building sound, and
Yes.
a very important part of your life, and of course my life. If it wasn't for that particular building, I don't know if I would be here today talking to you. You would, because you'd be
would
playing the
always make
piano. Yeah, you would. Well, where does it go from here, Neil? What's happening? What's going to happen?
Well, I go out with friends here in L.A., and my son lives here with the three kids. I have twin girls, 21, and a boy, 18, who sings. Brucie, this kid sings. He's on TikTok with me. I hope they don't erase that TikTok.
Well,
He's very talented, very talented.
isn't that amazing? Well, you've always had a very talented family, your daughter, and Liba, bless. How's Liba doing? Liba's Neil's wife, by the way, a good friend of ours, too.
63 years I'm married to the lovely Liba. She is fine, and when you called, she was very elated to talk to you after all this time.
I know. Well, listen, we have such a relationship. It's blood relationship. It's family, and it goes past. It goes past, our doobie-doos and doo-wops and everything like that. When I look at you, I get warm. I really do. I get a warm feeling of family.
Same.
Yeah, it's all family, Neil. And I'm always there. I'm always there for you, and I'm just can't wait to see this painting that you're doing. I want to see Neil Sedaka artwork. I think that's great.
Oh, I'm going to have my assistant send you my latest one.
All right. Well, I hope you'll send me a picture. I'll put it on my Facebook page. So we have a collection of Neil Sedaka. I mean, I need 2 days to do that, of course, but I have it about 8 minutes worth, and it opens up with Neil. It opens up with Mark. Mark introduced you, and he must have been 8, 9, 10, maybe not even 10 years old. It's a very young Mark Sedaka, and I think this would warm your heart too. Neil, Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Continued success, and please, anytime you need a microphone or a paintbrush, call me. I'm there for you.
Bruce, it's so good to hear you again. I'm so happy. It goes all back to the wonderful memories, and I want to wish you and yours all the best. And you're a success. You made it. They like you.
We both, they do. They like both of us, huh? Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Isn't that nice? I think I remember your mom saying you're both going to do okay. I remember that.
Eleanor, may she rest.
Yeah.
Jewish mama. I remember your parents so well, my God.
Yeah. I know. Well, we grew up, we shared family. Once again, family. Love you, Neil. Thank you. Love to Liba and Mark and everybody. And I look forward to seeing you again and give you a big hug. I won't hurt you. I promise you.
Don't squeeze too hard. Okay.
Bye-bye, Neil. Bye-bye.